Very good morning to one and all. My name is Shabana Rabbani and I am a teacher in DAV Public School, CCL Giridih, and I teach the subject English. I extend a hearty welcome to you all in this session of my teaching. Today I am going to start with a new chapter, and that is Should Wizard Hit Mommy by John Hoyer Updike. Children, as we all know, that little children absolutely love to hear stories during bedtime from adults. Moreover, the stories they hear are also fables and carry no logic. Further, to put the babies to bed, the parents also make up stories to make them sleep. However, for the little ones, they are not made up but very true. This also affects the child growing up, and they start questioning things. Thus, when they start getting older, they need to know about the reason behind why things happen and how. Similarly, parents sometimes discourage such questions. But is it appropriate to act in such a way? This is exactly what this story tells us. It raises a moral issue which the reader, that is we people, at the end may decide ourselves. And going ahead with the story, it's the second part. We see they want the child to accept as true whatever is said to them. Growing children are very Now, going ahead, let us know the magical words chanted by the wizard. Abracadabra, hocus pocus, Roger Skunk, how do you do? Roses, boses, pull an ear, Roger Skunk, you never fear. Bingo! Now, let us know about the author. The author, John Hoyer Updike, he was born on 18th March 1932 and breathed his last on 27 January 2009. He was an American novelist, poet, short story writer, art critic and literary critic. One of only 3 writers to win the Pulitzer Prize for fiction more than once. Updike published more than 20 novels, more than a dozen short story collections, as well as poetry, art and literary criticism and children's books during his career. Now here is the theme of the story. The story raises a moral issue if the parents should always decide what the children should do or let the children do what they like to do. Children dream and live in their own magical world. They are devoid of despised ugliness and petty differences. They are pure at heart. This story raises a moral question at this point. Should wizard hit mommy? Joe, the little girl, feels that he must be hit by the Joe, the little girl, feels that he must hit the mummy. He means the wizard must hit the mummy. But Jack says that it would be wrong because a mummy is always right. She should be loved and respected. Now let us know about the characters involved in the story Should Wizard Hit Mommy? John, who's known as Joe, a 4-year-old girl who is lovingly called as Joe, Jack, that is, he's the father of Joan or Joe, Claire, who is wife of Jack, mother of Joan, all right, and Bobby, another boy, a small baby, Skunk, a baby creature with a bad smell, Mother Skunk, mother of baby skunk, Owl, a wise creature that solves the problems, Wizard, a magician. Now the summary begins. Should Wizard Hate Mommy is a story within a story where the father usually tells her daughter the same story of a creature named Roger. When the creature faces some problem, he visits Wise Owl, who sends him to the wizard, and the wizard solves the problem of creature, charging some money. The daughter listens the story with great curiosity and raises a difficult moral question for which the father does not have any convincing answer. Going ahead, the father Jack, he returns from the office, and in the evening, as usual, he narrates stories to his daughter Jo to make her go to bed, and thereafter both the family members used to enjoy their dinner. Now, this storytelling started when Jo was only 2 years old, and now she is 4 years old. Now she has fallen into a habit of listening the story before going to bed. Each story that the father narrated had a variation of some basic tale. Roger, creature, goes to Wise Owl with his problem. And every time Roger, creature, means the Roger fish, the main character always remained Roger. Sometimes it was Roger fish, sometimes a squirrel, sometimes chipmunk. Alright, whatever the problem these creatures had, they used to go to the Wise Owl with their problem. And the owl advised him or these creatures to go to the wizard. For that, they used to go to the wizard to get their problems solved, and that wizard used to chant the magic words, and that is the abracadabra, hocus pocus, and then ask for a fee. Now, the Rogers, they never had money. They had no money, and then the wizard used to show them where they have to go to get the money. Alright? And this is how, after the story was over, this is how the family used to have their dinner and go to bed. As usual, the story continues. This time, that particular day also, when the father came from his office from Boston, and he went up to his daughter to narrate the story. As usual, that particular day he had chosen Roger Skunk. Alright, and he wanted to tell something about Roger Skunk, who was a character who wanted to play with the woodmates, but his obnoxious smell was hated by the creature. The foul smell that Roger Skunk carried, the other woodmates disliked him, and they did not want to play with him. Now Roger Skunk feels hurt and humiliated. He wanted to play and be in the company of the fellow mates, but no one accepted him. Skunk meets Wise Owl, then the wizard. Now, Wise Owl, who instructs Roger Skunk to go to the wizard. And who is the wizard? He is a tiny old man with long white beard and a pointed blue hat. This is how he has been described. That's a tiny old man with long white beard and a pointed blue hat. Alright. Now the wizard advised Skunk not to get too close Why? Because of his foul smell. He said, you stay at a distance. Now skunk wants to smell like rose. Wizard asked, what does he want? And then Roger skunk, he says that he wants to get the smell of rose. He wants to get rid of his foul smell and get the smell of rose. And wizard then reads some spell, that is the same one. Abracadabra, hocus poo, Roger skunk, how do you do? Roses, boses, pull and ear. Roger skunk, you never fear. Bingo! And with these magical words, he started to smell like rose. Okay? Then, but before that, he had charged Roger skunk some fee. Roger skunk, he demands some money from the wizard demands some money from the Roger skunk, right? And that money is 7 pennies, and skunk has only 4. Then the wizard instructed the Roger to go to the a well where he will get the money. So he goes there and he gets 3 more pennies from there, and then skunk pays the fee of the wizard, gets the smell, rosy smell, and happily runs out in the wood to play with his wood mates. Going ahead, we see woodland creatures feel gleeful in company of skunk. That is, the wood mates of Roger skunk, they were quite happy to have Roger skunk in their company, and they all played happily together. And that day skunk was very happy. The whole evening he enjoyed a lot. And then he goes home. Excuse me. Skunk's mother dislikes rose smell and scolds him. When he goes home, now the mother is the one who says, what a foul smell, who's smelling like this, who has this obnoxious smell? And then she asks question to her son, and then that Roger skunk, he narrates the whole story to his mother, that he remained very sad because none of his friends played with him, and this is how he went to the owl. The owl suggested him to go to the wizard, and the wizard, who charged a few pennies, 7 pennies, it is he who changed his smell into this foul smell into a rosy one. Alright? But the mother said, no, this is wrong. It cannot be. You have to have your own smell. Now children, a child, when he makes such statement, he is not experienced like the parents are. Moreover, he is guided by his heart rather than by his head. He is a small child. He cannot think the safety point that lies there. In the world of the adults, the experience plays a great role. The parents, they want to see their children resembling themselves and just as they have brought them up to life. Wishing for a change is to accept one's own shortcomings. Children do not understand all these. Parents are scared that if something wrong might happen with the child. The boys, the smell that Roger skunk had was a smell that mother recognized well, and she could, if a child is missing somewhere, it is the smell that will help the mother to find out a child. So that is how the mother reacted negatively. She said, no, let's visit the wizard. So both the skunk's mother and Roger skunk both went to the wizard, and then the mother hit the wizard on his head, and she ordered the wizard to get the foul smell of Roger skunk back, because that is his originality. Right? So thereafter, the mother and the skunk, Roger skunk, they came back home, had a nice meal with his father. All right, and the mother, she was quite happy and she hugged Roger skunk. She kissed and hugged Roger skunk. Why? Because now she was satisfied, relieved that the child is out of danger. But children do not realize things. They have their own fantasy. They have their own ideas. They lack the experience that the elders have. Alright? Children are not aware of the shortcomings of life. But an experienced person, any experienced person can think over it. And before any shortcoming comes, they can just try to solve it out. So, time passed and gradually all the woodmates also got into the habit of having this smell together, and they became normal with him. They got used to the foul smell and they played together. Going ahead, now we come to the point where we can realize Joe's problem. Here, Joe does not like the defeat of the wizard. Now, Joe is reflecting the modern age, the modern time that is children have their own ideas and they want that to be imposed. All right. So she did not accept the defeat that the father said that no, the wizard should be hit. It's not the mummy who should be hit, but it should be the wizard. The decision taken by Roger skunk's mother was right. She was not able to digest this, and she wanted the story that the wizard should hit the mummy, to which the father did not agree. Rather, the father advised that mothers are always loving and right. Okay, and this is how it's the parents who know much better than a child can know about himself. All right. Then we proceed ahead where we find the father's difficult situation, a very unpleasant or embarrassing situation that he faces when he comes down after making Joe go to bed. When he comes down, he finds that his pregnant wife is busy painting the furniture, and seeing her, he felt somewhat upset and awkward. Claire then complains. Claire is wife, all right. Claire complains of delay in his coming soon. She complains to her. Claire complains to her husband that he is quite late in coming down, because she expected that he would come and help, but since he was late, he made this statement, and both Jack and Claire, both of them find themselves trapped in a cage, in an awkward position. Jack feels that he has been caught in an ugly middle position. All right, as if as if they were in the presence of as if they were caught in a cage. Okay. Now, let's see whether the title given to this story is right. That is the justification of the title. The title, Should Wizard Hit Mommy, is apt and justified in spite of the fact that the father, the mouthpiece of the author, is firm in his opinion that mothers all over the world are supreme and cannot err. Err means make mistake. However, the author has chosen very gingerly, and the reader is face to face with two contrasting viewpoints. The spirit of equality, stamped in her mind, urges Joe to condemn the mother and demand that the wizard should hit the mother in retaliation. The child's thinking is simple and innocent. She fails to understand that her father wants to tell her that mothers are above all blame. And that is why the child vehemently demands that tomorrow I want you to tell me the story that wizard took the magic wand and hit the mummy. Is met by father's cryptic answer. No, that's not the story. Yet, the author deliberately keeps the story open ended and does not categorically state his opinion, and the title has a question mark, leaving the readers means we people to decide whether the mother needs to be hit or spared, because he wants the gingerliness to correspond with the ending of the story that leaves the narrator caught in the ugly middle position of uncertainties. Okay, so we end up with the justification. Here we have the word bank, the word meaning. I would like you all to learn them, mug them up, and try to use them when you write the answers, because that will help you add to your glossary. Alright, nap means a short sleep, right means an act, stirred means inspired, scraped means moved a sharp and hard object across the surface, sly means cunning, swamp an area of land that is full of water, scrunching, here it means crumpling, fatiguing, tiring, futile means useless, pointless, in vain, tug, to pull hard or suddenly, relapsed means slid back, curtly, abruptly, rapped, that is hit hard several times, whining, that is making a prolonged sound resembling a high-pitched cry. Now the other words are roomy, that is a water discharge from eyes, nose, etc. Smugly, feeling excessively pleased or satisfied. Gingerly, in a careful way. Spank, hit several times as punishment, especially when you are a child. Startled, surprised, suddenly. Apprehensive, worried or frightened that something unpleasant may happen. Skittered off, moved very quickly. Rummage, turn over things and make things untidy while searching for something. Trance, daze. Smock, loose comfortable garment. Feigning, pretending. Rumbled, made deep rolling sound. Dabbling means moving. So I hope you will learn all these word meanings as well, which will give a good way to your answers when you write. And so with this we come to an end of this story, Should Wizard Hate Mommy? And I thank you all for giving a patient hearing and watching the script. I hope you all will understand the chapter very well and mug up the question and answers given at the end of the story. So with this, I once again thank you all. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Stay safe, stay healthy.